So even though this is the only thing that we've got going on right now, we still have most of the office working at it because of the secondary jobs. Very nice. Helps out a lot with the design stage. Although some people can only do some things, I think. Like mod support? No, everybody can do mod support. Yeah, alright. Very good. Sometimes you run into it where like a lot of people could be working on it, but they don't have the star skill for it. Like they don't have the specialty stars to actually handle it, so you got like 4 people working away on audio, but just the one guy working on 2D graphics or something. Early on, it's not a huge thing, but later on when 3D graphics is invented and networking is invented, then it becomes a bit of a bigger issue, because you may have noticed we can't really specialize in 3D right now with our starting people. It's just simply not an option. So we'll have to, when that comes out as a thing, we have to sort of teach everybody through education. And that can be expensive and take a while. And also, they have to have, like, the actual, like, kind of level up to be able to learn that, which not everybody will. It's a bit of a thing. It's very possible that one day when we get into 3D, we have just a small team of people who are capable of it, but not everybody will. Should probably get some cleaning in pretty soon. The environment's getting pretty gross. I'll call for cleaning. Now, how much to hire? 1,000 a month? Yeah, maybe. I might. I could also, I think, use server 0 for the SCM for contracts. Could also work on that. Krug should switch over to designing it. You'll help out with the design because you're the artist who's currently doing nothing otherwise. And then you can actually do the work. Krug will go back onto programming, I think. Okay, you're doing art instead. That's alright though, too. It's whatever. I can kind of tell by the symbols. Just trying to keep it okay with the folks who could only focus on one thing at a time, you know. Benefit of having the marketing done for us, we're just slowly accumulating followers out of thin air without any work on my behalf. And as we get closer to the release date, we'll ideally be getting more and more and more. Just a matter of keeping the company afloat and keeping folks happy and busy while this happens. Only the one person is currently sitting doing nothing for the moment, but because they're a founder, I don't think they really mind, truthfully. Kinda whatever. Like, we have 4 people, but we're really not spending that much money because we don't actually have salaries. Because we're all the founders. We don't get paid. So that's why starting with multiple people at the beginning is like kind of easy mode, but I just want to get into it a bit quick. And since we have an inspirational developer leading everything, you kind of need to have others with you, otherwise we're going to be here for a while. A lot of contracts you have to do. Oh no, we're headed for bankruptcy because we're not pulling any profit currently, but we're also only draining 8,000 per month, so in 3 months' time we'll have to worry about that a bit. I can do another contract soon to help keep it steady. Let's do some more game assets. It seems to work out pretty well. And done. It only needs to be over that blue bar, which no time at all. Go ahead and accept this one too. Iteration 1, 2, done, and across the bar. That's good. Just like that. Man, already this room's getting disgusting. I'd like almost need to hire a cleaner. So we're getting quite somewhere with this. This is due May of 81. It's currently July of 80. So, we got some time to kill still. We're still working a little bit on the system, the OS support, it's kind of whatever. 2D and audio are basically done, and art-wise we're finished up. So if we were to go for a review, I don't need that many reviews. 2,500 bucks for 25 reviews looking at everything. Go for it. King Kids is having a look at it. Boom. What do we got? Review accuracy a mere 10%, but it gives you kind of an idea of what's what. creativity-wise, 5.7. Not so great. But that's okay. It's better than the straight up 5 that you would be getting normally, or maybe like 4.2 in my case. 2D is looking really good though. Audio needs a little bit more, but I think audio is one of the things that's still being worked on at system as well. 2D and audio though is looking pretty good code-wise. However, the art's not looking so great, and the art is done. And 100% art. It's done. They're not doing anything anymore. But it could be better. We're gonna iterate. That'll pause the work in alpha. We put it back into development and spend a little bit more time developing it. It's not quite the same as giving it another iteration. An entire iteration takes a lot longer. Or, like, the proper iteration. It takes a lot longer to do, and it's a lot more effective, but this still helps a bit. And it'll kick everything back a little bit. And then we can let them finish up, and we could send again for another review. See what they say then, and maybe reiterate it again. Typically, I haven't needed to before, but, let's... Yeah, no, just call for cleaning. Do I need to call IT as well? I need to call IT as well. Alright, we'll wait until tonight and then call IT. Yeah, jeez. Not that IT comes when everybody is working on the computer. I don't remember if that works or not. Or coming by to fix up the computers. Or rather, sit at them for a little bit. I think they just turn it off and on again or something. Man, oh man. Just manually reboot. Alright, thank you. Thank you, Josie Walls. Bye! Ah, look at us carpooling. Very cool. I just walked in, I think. But, Stack and Mr. Tarvin carpooling together. And of course, unsurprisingly, Neophyte as well, just driving on their own. I'm surprised your car's also not black. That'd be fun. Let's go ahead and work on another contract. Okay, so now we've got embedded systems that we can do, which, it's a manufacturing job. We cannot handle that. Let's stick to just software. And game assets still seems to be working great. So go for that. Eventually, some of these... Oh, I shouldn't do multiple at once. Whoops. Eventually, we'll be getting some of these things that give you multiple months with a much higher income, but sometimes they got requirements that you need to pay attention to. The game doesn't do a good job of, like, warning you about that, but sometimes it'll be like, you need a 3D artist who's level 2. And so if you don't have a 3D artist, then you can't do it. You just accept the contract, and then the game tells you, oh, hey, by the way, nobody's currently able to do this. And you're like, oh, welp. Too late. You already accepted the contract. Ooh, here's a fancier one. Because I think we got a second star, so then this next batch started giving us multi-month ones. But level 1 2D and a level 2 audio artist. Our artist is level 2 2D, level 1 audio. Nope. Oh, we need a level 2 audio. Womp. This one works. Aha. I don't know if you... Can you, like, cancel and just, like... No? Guess not. Oh, well. Still working on this Switch. What do we got? September of 80? We still got time. We could throw this out for another review. Maybe get 50 reviews. Take a look at all of it. The Back Limited. Ugh, creativity is straight up 5 now. Ugh. Review accuracy 20%. Audio code's looking depressing, but I'm sure it's because it's the last 3% that we're waiting on. Oh geez, go for another iteration, that's fine. I bet this is what's ruining the creativity of it. Like, every iteration probably makes it a bit worse. Okay, develop that. Pound it out. We'll pause this for the moment. Because I want this game assets done. Otherwise, Cow Dump is going to be on top of me and they'll be like, hey, where's my game assets? I don't know. There they are. There they are. Outstanding quality. Keeping that money afloat while we put out Gut That Sheep. Which, hopefully, now is okay-ish. We go for another review. Just another 5,000 bucks dropped into it. Alright. Creativity, 10 out of 10. 2D audio. Yeah, it's that audio code. System code is, like, allegedly terrible, too. So what do we got in July? They love the audio code in July. And then September happened. They hated it. October? They're okay with it. Man, who knows? Just who knows? I don't know if we can trust these people. I'm not sure. We gave it a few general development iterations, gave it a couple iterations later on. It's October. This thing has still got a few months. I could iterate it again. We're gonna promote it and just do a bunch of bug fixing, I guess. Just let it sit in beta for ages. It's alright. We'll also put this a bit lower priority and just pound out some contracts. I really can't do that, huh? Level 2 audio? Yeah, if Mr. Tarvin were to help out with art, we could. But your skill is non-existent, so... just because you can doesn't mean you should. Alright. It may be a terrible thing that I got some of the folks helping out with, like, the secondaries. Like, who was it? Oh, Religious Krug. You alright? It could be that I just take Krug off of, like, art and programming, and, like, you just do the design work, because your skill can't be any higher than that, and you're actually probably hindering the people who actually know what they're doing, because their skill is topped off. Yeah, we'll see how... if this doesn't go very well, I might consider doing that, because somebody with, like, low skill, it's not really a matter of, like, the more the merrier. People with low skill will put projects behind, and there will be more bugs because of them. Do some other contract work, though, just... some whatevers. That's alright. Just pound this thing. It's like 5 iterations, so I think that's cap. They'll be like, oh my god, it's beautiful. This Switty Switch will take over the world. Yeah, the 30 room too. Man, I'll get around to it. Hold on. Okay, I'm even doing 100% of it. Do you like that? Is that awesome or what? It's still just outstanding quality. It's whatever. I think when you get the deals from other companies, those are other companies that actually exist. The deals. And they're actually making a project. I think the work that you put into it will actually affect that project's final outcome. Because I've tried sabotaging competitors before with that, where they come by. They're like the rival operating system. And they come by being like, hey, I need you to design our next operating system for us. And it'd be like, okay. And they just like sabotage it completely. Boy, there's, I don't think, any faster way of ruining your reputation. That caused me to plummet, and it took years to slowly crawl my way back up to being kind of sort of okay again. Cannot recommend doing that. But I think their operating system sucked. So there's that. I don't remember. Anything? Oh no, it's still December. Never mind. I'll probably start doing just some embedded systems. That'll be alright. We'll accept that. But pause it. Also need cleaning. Which, you know what? I'm gonna hire cleaning. We arrive. What time do we arrive? At 8? So yeah, 6 to 10, so you clean up a bit of the foot traffic from last night. And you leave at 10, so you clean up the foot traffic after we come in from outside. That sounds good. That sounds alright. We'll go for that. And while I'm here, let's select the core team. It's the only team we've got. Vacation in July. We're going to give you a range of 3 months. A little bit more space. Otherwise, you could have it just like 1 month where like everybody will take their vacation in July. But I like to sort of spread it out a bit. I'm actually tempted to just, you know what, just 12 months. It's at some point during the year, I don't care when, you can take a vacation. I don't know if that does anything for morale, or if that's just the organization thing. But it makes me feel better. Dag nabbit. Look at me taking care of employees. Jeez. Okay, 1 day left on these. These things are due at the end of tomorrow. There we go. Cleaner finishing that up and sitting outside, and then they're away. Nice. Keeping things nice and clean. Okay, we can develop this like hardcore. Oh my god, it's been so many iterations. I don't know why I let it do so much. It is fine. There's both due today, but that's alright. Yeah. Promote, develop. No bugs to fix. Excellent. Let's pound that out. Go! Yeah. A couple bucks to it the last second. Nice. Man, still waiting for this thing in February. Man, they gave me way too much time to make this game. I don't know why they gave me so much. I don't think they expected me to have the a top skill person who also gets like upwards of 160% effectiveness. Mr. Tarvin is like actually disgustingly good. Like 160% effectiveness is why it's like it's almost 2 people. Mr. Tarvin's got 4 hands. Or 2 keyboards at once, man. What a monster. You can through if you get like a team leader going though. You can hold like the team meetings and all that at tables. And people come out in the meeting and they can get, I think, like 250%, I think. Pretty significant. I always wondered if it was worth the time of the day to do that because the meetings last a couple hours. I think it is though. I think it is worth it. Proper embedded system here. 2 months for 80,000 bucks. Heck yeah, a clock with a UI, a thermostat, and a speaker. Incredible. 20,000 bucks up front for accepting that contract. Man, that's pretty good. Just make sure we do a good job with it. Ew, I paid 4,500 bucks in taxes plus a $450 tax report fee. Ew, taxes. Yeah, there's ways to deal with that though. It's a new thing, which I find to be a little bit odd. Or is it? The accounting. Use your accountants to procure precious metals and you hoard them. And you sell them into the offshore account that you can use for either shady things or you pull it out for taxes. Such a weird thing. I'd rather just like invest and dump my money into a subsidiary that I just allow to bankrupt and then it's just gone. Just drop kick the money out of here. Sometimes maybe better that way, being like, oh, I don't have to pay taxes, look at my losses because I threw money into this company and that company just like softly bankrupts. It's fine, no taxes. Or just buy out people every year. Guess that also works. Alright. A little bit of bug fixing on the pit pack embedded system. Big money in that. And next month, we can gut that sheep and see how that goes. 222 bugs have been fixed thus far. And counting. It's a bit of a slow count though. Finish that. Outstanding quality. Great. Good. Since this is due May of 81, and I got 2 days per month, I could also release it day 2 of May. Technically, if I wanted. Which I might, because we're still finding bugs at a fairly okay rate. I don't know if you can find all bugs. I've usually just had it slow down to a crawl. And then when I release it, we get like a bonus for like, wow, there's like almost no bugs. So let's go ahead and release it now. Haha! It's an ambitious idea because of our inspiration. Got that sheep isn't that buggy. Good. It's not bug free. Could have been a little bit better. And nobody knows me who we are. So we should buy Baby Tycoon in Heaven too instead. What is Baby Tycoon in Heaven? What is that? We're in one of those Steam categories, I guess. So we'll order copies because we can't print them ourselves. This should be fairly decent, especially if marketing does anything for us. So let's buy 5,000 copies, 10,000 bucks. We'll see how that goes. Now with that release under our belt, unlike contracts where we just forget them afterwards because it's not actually our problem, this we do have to care about. We need to use support people to maintain this thing. As people use the software, bugs in general, just help issues will come in. Reports will queue up. If we're too slow at getting around to checking the reports with our support people, they will become missed, which is obviously a bad thing. Otherwise, it'll just kind of drain away, and there's a chance that it'll actually be like a bug that somebody's reporting, and it'll turn into a verified. And then through an update, we can turn that verified into a fixed. People like that. That's a great thing. That's a fantastic thing. You can also, through update, yeah, I thought it'd be available, increase the technology of stuff. Because we spent so long making this thing, unnecessarily. I don't know why we got so long for it, but whatever. Some technology has advanced in the meantime, so we can do a bit of an update. Fix it up. And gotta update the 2D editors too alongside it. We'll go for, oh geez, Picture Maker Studio sounds good. It's a little more expensive though. Okay, Frame Suite 5. And Audio Tool. Sure. There's not a lot going on for Audio Tools. Okay, cool. Easy peasy. Updates are usually extremely quick. The downside is, though, we didn't get that initial marketing hype of like, whoa, this is cutting edge. It's just kind of after the fact, you know, so it's a little bit lukewarm. While you can do the iterations while you're doing the like programming aspect of it, like while it's in alpha instead of the design phase, you can do the iterations. Not as effective. You can upgrade the technology after the release. It's not as effective though. Which also, by the way, 4,550 active users now. We've got money! Excellent. That many users, we probably don't have that many copies anymore, huh? Yeah, 587 in stock. We need to order some more copies. Let's get 10,000. See how that goes. So support's working at the queue now to verify things, and if I collapse it, you can see there are 3 bugs now, which are also just being thrown into the update that we're currently working on anyway, so it's kind of whatever. I like to queue up the update, let the day go on, and as we leave, we send out the update as we leave the building. And then the next day, we go for a new update, see if any tech levels can be upped. Nothing currently. So we let that sit. And you do this for a bit, and people will love you for it, because the game's being updated and everything. They're big, big fans of that. And it's a pretty cool thing, updating your game. Even though I don't see what the marketing is, it's probably quite good. Yeah, unavoidable marketing. It's like when you go through the publisher for marketing, you just don't have to worry about it at all. Because we're a nobody, and I probably don't have the marketing squad to make us not nobody. So it's really, I would really recommend at least going for marketing for the publisher. The rest of it doesn't really matter. Just marketing, at the very least, to give yourself some chance. Otherwise, they're just gonna be like, who's this guy? Literally never heard of them before. And then that's it. And then your product goes nowhere. You might get like 100 active users, and that's it. But now we're getting like a little profit ramp happening here. How we doing for copies? Still 3,000? Okay. If I go into its details. First month, we sold 8,447 units. So far this month, it's only the first day of the month, 3,423 units. So if we're on track for presumably growing through word of mouth and all that, we could be selling upwards of 10,000 copies this month. So let's go ahead and order some more. Let's say 7,000 more. Excellent. So while we're doing the updates, that's all excellent and stuff. However, there were other operating systems that this could be available for, especially throughout the time of developing it. Like Inslim X4 has come out, there is almost 2 million users using, that's a lot. That's incredible, actually. Inslim 4 is, dang, Weed Shop. Everybody wants to use an operating system from Weed Shop, apparently. Oh my god. Okay. We'll port that. I don't think this is, again, as great as just having the operating system support in from the beginning, because that would be day one sales, huge market. This is after the fact. We do still, though, however, have unavoidable marketing on this thing, so it might be impacted a bit less. The porting will obviously also take a decent while. Not terribly long, because Mr. Tarvin is, again, an actual octopus typing away at this thing. Incredible watching him work, man. As long as there's no bugs to fix, though. As soon as you have to, like, divert a bit of attention into fixing bugs, it just goes down the toilet. There. Oh, God. Let's just finish and we'll let it wait a bit. Let you just focus on porting. It's a great thing being able to just like 160% without any meetings or anything, just all the time, always as a founder, but man, as soon as you have to do any multitasking at all whatsoever, such a problem. Like I remember I tried doing with a marketer. I tried doing that thinking like, oh my god, you're gonna write up like marketing materials through text and photos and all that so quick. But then when it comes time to do like any supporting or marketing the thing or hyping it at all, it's just like, no, you're terrible. It's just awful. Okay, porting is done, and a little frustratingly, it just kind of vanishes all of a sudden, which is like, ooh. But it's done. It's there. It's supported. We likely have I don't know why profit is minus 280,326. What? That like literally is impossible. We have 450,000 bucks. What? What? I don't know what that's going on about. 1,000 in stock. Let's get another 10,000 out there. There. Pretty soon, I'd like to be a little closer to 1 million, but pretty soon we can look into moving out of the house. You can get an actual office. Get an empty plot of land where I can build freely. We can get a little printer room set up somewhere off to the side. Sort of buy out neighboring plots to expand our territory. All very nice. The game is like about to begin, ladies and gentlemen. It's happening. We're inking software. We need IT. Oh my god, we need IT. Quick. Call IT now. 40%. I help. Turn them off and on again, please. Press. That's it. That's all that needs to be done. While the cleaner's just following you around as you're tracking mud everywhere. Ah, jeez. All right, thank you, Joanna Myers.